Hi everyone, Nathan Hall here. Today we're going to do some fiction reading. Just about the end of the year, just want to do something a little more fun. So we'll talk about this in live class. Some particular questions. What are some things a story needs to be complete? Well, some basics here. Character, setting, and plot. How can you tell when and where a story is happening? What is narration? Who's telling the story? And one more, conflict. Gotta make this easy. All stories need conflict. All kinds of conflicts. It can be person versus person, person versus him or herself, person versus society. So, you ever watch Hunger Games? Yeah, Katniss kind of fights other people, but she's mainly fighting the society versus nature, versus technology, versus the supernatural. Someone fights something, or even themselves, that's conflict. So, weird pre reading question. Who here likes buying shoes? So, what if someone gave you all the shoes you would need for your life until you were very old? You would have all the shoes. One more. How have shoe styles changed? And do your parents ever buy or make you wear clothes you don't like? I'm sure that's happened. What do you look for in a pair of shoes? These shoes all came from one woman. She was married to the dictator of the Philippines. 3,000 pairs of shoes, most of them rotted and gone by now. Sad. So, a big thing we're going to look at here, we're going to critique this. We're going to learn some new vocabulary. We're going to look at changing verb tenses and the elements of a story. So, here's our story. It's going to start. Everything went bad the day my father went, oh, here's a great word, bankrupt. And the shoe manufacturing business. We could have gone along fine, except for his brilliant, she's being sarcastic there, idea of sorting shoes by size. He wanted to figure out how many shoes everyone in the family would need up till their dying day. He figured if I wore size 5 when I was 12, I needed 7 at 20. Okay, shoe sizes here. By the time he was finished, he figured I have enough shoes to last forever. Uh-oh. So if you go bankrupt, you're so in debt you can't pay your money back. And people have to stop asking. So someone who is brilliant, very smart. And what would you do if you had a whole lot of shoes through your whole life? These are Imelda's shoes now. I'm not joking. They're kind of rotted away. Where would you keep them? This is what she does. She stacks them up in her bedroom. She says they look like little coffins, little boxes. She just looks at these shackles. Ooh, there's a great word. That would forever imprison her ill-fated feet. So that night, the first night she looked up. Okay. And try to keep the whole tower from falling. Sees these stiff, ugly sandals. They both look like woman's shoes to a man and like men's shoes to a woman. Let's face it, that's not good. So another pair of boots, a woman nice if they were goatskin, but they were made of canvas. White with black spots and buttons on the side. So she looks through all of them, all the shoes she has to wear for the rest of her life. Not a single good pair. So coffins. So we know what a coffin is literally, but she uses a simile. Why does she use that one? Talk about that in the assignments below. Shackles, chain cuffs people wear so they can't run. What sort of person would need to wear shackles? Something's ill-fated, something bad would happen to it. What's the conflict here? And what would you do in this situation? Would you want to wear stiff shoes that don't move well, ugly shoes for the rest of your life? She doesn't. She's starting to envy the Native Americans. People run around these moccasins and barefoot children. And she wanted to get run over by a truck so her dad wouldn't, so her father would be punished for what he did. So she tried to do everything she could to keep her comfortable red moccasins, these kind of shoes, from wearing out. But this one obsession, that's all she thinks about. She wanted to destroy the shoes. She wants to finish them off, tear off the silk ribbons, put them in dirty water, cut the straps, and leave not a pair to go on her feet. So she gets all the tools, scissors, knives, a pumice stone, some spikes. It wasn't easy. She ends up cracking her fingernails, bloodying her hands. So she needs some other things. She tried out a new pair twice a week, going without sleep to wear them longer. She put shoes on her feet, hands and feet to walk on all four. She gave away shoes to people. She gave them to poor people. She tried leaving them behind at a friend's house, but whoever's friend, that host, would always return the shoe, and she got punished for leaving it behind. She threw them behind cars. She used gum to destroy the glossy finish. She walked for miles in the Oxfords, the business shoes like this. Despite getting blisters, she just wanted to find a way to destroy them. So what's the conflict here? Ooh, this would be a good question. Who or what is she fighting? What will happen? So strategies, plans to do things. What are some study strategies you have? Obsession, something you think about until it rules your life. If you get this kind of tattoo, are you obsessed with Twilight? I'd say so. If you envy someone, you want to be like them. What's something you envy about a famous person? Ariana Grande's voice, maybe? And a host, someone who owns a house or place people visit. Or someone who has the party. So here's the ending of it. So after several months, more shoes than she could get rid of. She just can't do it. She can't beat them. So even now, the smell of new cowhide leather goes with her everywhere. The shoes, they're already ugly. Now they're really out of date. And it would take 7 lives to wear out all the shoes. So her father was right. She does have enough shoes to last her forever. Or at least the rest of her life. So some more questions here. This will be kind of thing we discuss in our quizzes down below and our other subjects. So things to know about. I gave away that it's a she. Kind of is. Boys never have ribbons on their shoes. That was my big clue. That is the author herself. We'll discuss her a little more in the live class. And here's the vocabulary to know down below. Any questions? Come to the live class. Help out the best I can or send me a message. Goodbye for now.